This already has Titus in it. Bet. Guys care if I use a Final Fantasy card?
Banned. You can use it, but just know your win is is hollow and undeserved.
All of my wins are hollow and undeserved. This isn't going to stop me. This I thought this was supposed to be a group hug deck. It looks like a Bant control deck. I'm just looking through like the public decks that are posted in Moxfield. This is my new randomander. I look until I see a title of a deck that I think is interesting, and then I click on it and play it. Omniscience is in the maybe board. Well, let's move that to the main board. What? We'll get rid of one counter spell or control card. Is there a ghostly prison? Oh, there is. Honestly, I'm re-scrolling through this, and there's only like 2, maybe 3 counter spells. Um, get Snapcaster Mage out of here. All right, getting the deck. I'm getting the game made now. 4 players because Chris ain't here, and the points don't matter. I set it to an EDH deck.
Yeah, mine is too, but it's
I think it's because I've set the game to an any, and it's starting to go off of the type of game rather than the type of deck you're putting in.
got your fucking icon now, Dalton.
I was waiting for you to notice.
I just was like, wait a second, the hell is this?
What? Do you know what that's from?
You click on it, it'll pop it up. It's like
Good. Here, I can try changing it. Oh, it do. It do.
It do be.
Trust me, this I do this shit to fuck with Pat
Me
mostly.
specifically.
I will mulligan.
All right, I've changed it. I don't think it's gonna change it in the game though.
I did. It's blue done now.
Good.
And you've got Fei Zhao as your
Yeah,
card
I do.
sleeves. The
I'm gonna be changing them constantly just to fuck with
I
you
know you
guys.
because you can.
Yeah. I'm paying for it. I might as well use it, right?
Yeah.
All right, draw.
I will keep.
Oh, phew.
Turn 3, play, baby. Unless I draw something.
You know there's a mulligan button, right? All right.
M.
So draw 7. Okay. Find out.
Jimmy, it's your go.
Uh,
Yep.
keep your
And I
fingers
think I'm
crossed.
second to last or last.
Ugh, Brutaclad.
Rooted Chad.
We're about to get Brutaclapped.
I won't say that.
Brutaclad is very dangerous, okay?
I won't say that.
Forest,
Yeah, no, I
go.
built a $50 version of this deck and it was very busted.
Uh, that's a good card I drew.
Couple years
Not
ago
the
too, so this was
Brutaclad.
before all the new really good artifact token
Time
things.
to surveil 1. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna keep it on top. Yes. I'm gonna have to figure out how to win with this card.
Arcane Signet. Fast. Yeah,
Forest.
Vertic
Pass.
Skullbriar's gonna kick our ass.
if
know.
I had.
I will play Okawara Soaring City, and I'll pass.
Colin's also playing Miss Bumbleflower, who's busted as hell too.
Is she?
She's quite good.
Oh yeah, because you can double spell. You just draw cards. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. And she
I
gets really big
totally
really
did
quickly.
not look at the commander before I did this. I just saw the title and was like, okay.
Well, I didn't draw a land, which is unfortunate. Commander Sphere and pass.
What I got if I draw another forest? It's not another forest, but Llanowar Elves and Golgari Rock Farm. Bouncing that forest.
Yep.
The tapped forest.
Yup.
I mean, I could.
Feels bad killing Brimstone. I mean, I will. Just feels bad.
You know, for funsies, Predatory Hunger on Llanowar Elf. Whenever an opponent successfully casts a creature spell, put a +1/+1 counter on enchanted creature.
In response, I'm gonna flash in Fairy Mastermind.
Oh, Colin's playing real magic out here. I didn't realize you're playing real decks at the table.
Pass.
Draw. Um, you know what, guys? You're looking a little like Jimmy. It looks like you need a few colors there, pal.
Yavamaya.
Yavamaya. No, I'm giving you green. It's you've got no choice in this now. Yeah.
Thanks, Dalton.
Yeah, because green was the one color you were having an issue with, right?
Yep, definitely.
I'm sorry I wasn't a land man, but you want to know what you can do for lands? Tap them for green.
Fight
Rude.
you. One land. That's not land. That's far from the land. Mind Stone.
You wanted it to be a land so you could kick that twice.
The
Right?
Healy. The Sun's Brilliance. Pass.
Oh. Patty,
I guess
that's a
two spells.
You're
creature.
playing big mana Eldrazi, so I'm not surprised.
That's a creature spell, Patty.
I know it is.
Oh, look.
Oh no,
A
Llanowar Elves
natural
are
actual
too.
swamp.
Oh, that's a Bayou. Because it's a swamp forest.
Yep. Nothing natural about that swamp, pal. It taps for green.
I
Actually,
get a land next turn, I'll be popping
I
off.
won't play that.
You're basically making your land drops with each of your mana rocks.
Problem is, I can't cast more. I'm out of rocks.
Evolution Sage. And then a swamp. That will be turn.
Draw. Well, I will play my commander, make Bumbleflower, and I'll pass the turn.
You know what they say about rabbits with big butts.
I don't.
That one's
really-
got a big butt.
Okay.
She's a 1/5. She's been huge. You can't attack through that. I'll say that much. All the times I've played the precon of Miss Bumbleflower, you play out Miss Bumbleflower on turn 3 or 4, and you don't get attacked for the rest of the game because no
shit,
one can
Patty,
get through it.
Patty, free flavor this entire deck as robots, and Miss Bumbleflower can be Aunt
It's
Fanny.
Fanny. You know what they say? Aunt Fanny. Can I get a land? That's not a land.
Aunt Fanny.
Oh, I could have cast Skullbriar.
Yeah, you could have,
Oh well.
but you didn't.
All right, I'm gonna pay 2. Wait, I gotta write that slightly differently. So I need to have my 2 colors. Pay 2 to activate Sahili to create a token that's copy another creature or artifact I control, except it becomes an artifact to gain haste. I sack at the end of turn. I'm gonna make a second commander sphere.
Sack it to draw a card.
I'm gonna use the commander sphere and I'm gonna I'm gonna add a mana with it, sack it to draw a card, and
I
then
will
use
draw a
all
card.
4 of my mana to play Solemn Simulacrum and go get a land into play. Yep.
Just making this Llanowar elf bigger.
Well, it's gonna happen eventually. I need to play permanents to do things. I'll pass the turn after that, though.
Thanks for the card, Patty.
Yeah. I was hoping to draw another land so I could play and not miss my land drop again. I did
For
not.
2
Though, so.
Skullbriar. Go to combat. Jimmy.
Oh wow, who would have guessed?
1. Land for the turn. Proliferate.
What the hell is this commander damage, Jimmy?
Okay. That'll be turn.
Okay, so just because we know there's more. At least there used to be more.
There used to be a Mewtwo one. But I can't find it either.
All right, so the one that has Urza's head has a bunch of art. Not sure if Mewtwo's in there. It is not in there.
Done.
I know it's my turn.
Okay.
I was trying to find the Mewtwo commander. Ooh, that's pretty good. I'll play Mazavith. And a Mox Amber.
Dude, he's cheating. Who
Cast a
draws a
spell.
card for that?
Two draws a card for what?
For casting a spell.
I don't draw a card yet.
No, whenever you cast a spell, target opponent draws a card. Who's drawing the card?
Oh.
It's not a you may. You have to give
No,
a card every
you,
time
you can, Patty.
Oh, sweet. And then you get to put a counter on one of your things and it gains flying till end of turn.
Oh boy. I'll give it to my flyer.
Okay?
What?
Miss Bumbleflower. Whenever you cast
I'll
a
play
spell,
Hardened
target opponent draws a card,
Scales.
put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. On target creature, it gains flying till end of turn. And on the second time it resolves, he gets to draw 2. Who gets to draw this card?
We'll give it to Jimmy, even though giving him any value is extremely dangerous.
And then you get to put a counter on something and it gains flying.
And I
till
draw
end
to
of
you.
turn. Yes.
Um, okay, I will. I'll pass. See, I should have targeted you again, Patty. Then I would have drawn a card.
Yep. You would have gotten to draw an extra up your Fairy Master's Mind. It's
Yeah.
why I want a Fairy Mastermind for my Bumbleflower deck, but the card's so expensive.
How
It's like
much
20
is it?
bucks.
Um,
Which is a lot for. Get out the Zuladork. I drew a mountain, guys. Got a land finally. Five, 6, 7 mana. Cast an Idol of Oblivion. Taps draw a card. Only if I make a token. 8 and tap. Zach can't make a 10/10. I also have Eldrazi. That means we're friends, right? Alright. I'm gonna make a clone of Solemn Simulacrum. I'm gonna tap my Idol of Oblivion to draw a card. I'll go to enter and I'll sack the Solemn Copy and draw a card.
Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy?
It's the turn.
For 2. Ring of Zathrid.
Regenerate on a Skullbriar. I know, but it also has you regenerate for 2 mana. I don't
I
think
think
it
it's pretty relevant.
It's not as relevant for the hasty guy that keeps all his counters. But
It's extremely
sometimes
relevant still.
it's still relevant when because they don't have to tap out to replay the commander.
If you can just play the commander tax before it dies to make sure it stays on the board, I mean, it's great.
Yeah. Why do you think Wolverine's so good?
Go to combat.
Part of the reason he's so good.
Who do I think will not block?
I'm pretty sure each and every one of us will block.
Yeah.
Got a 2/6.
I got
Patty
a
has a
2/2.
2/2.
The butts get bigger.
Does he want to lose the Solemn Simulacrum though? Because every turn that's giving him a land card.
So here's
Yeah,
what's gonna
and
happen.
the extra card.
He doesn't want to block because he wants to Brutaclad next turn and make a Solemn Simulacrum token.
Why would I do that?
Because it turns your 2/1 into a 2/2, and it's a Solemn Simulacrum. So when the token dies, you get stuff.
True. I just don't get land ramp from it. But yeah.
I'll attack Patty.
No blocks, I'll take 3.
It's the
Land.
study problem all over again.
Does he grow big for hitting people?
Yes.
That's how he gets. Yes. I haven't played a Skullbriar in a while. I've thought about building a Skullbriar deck. I just never did.
Land for turn. Proliferate.
Honestly, the thing that scares me the most is the 8/8 Llanowar elves. To be honest, because what's gonna be scary is when he plays out the Ozolith and then we can't board wipe him because his fucking Skullbriar comes back and becomes lethal.
This Llanowar elf put in the work, put in the hours, and he's taking.
And it's all me.
What's his?
Let's see. I've done 2. Jimmy's done 1. Dalton's done 2. Is it spells or just creature spells?
Creature.
Yeah. So we've given it 5 counters, and you've prolifed it twice.
Yep.
I've given it 1.
Oh yeah, you gave it 1, so it's been prolifted 3.
Brumbleflower, Void Gorger, and Solemn.
At the end of
and
your
Saheeli.
turn,
Let's see.
we all draw a card, but I'll draw an extra one because you're drawing a second one.
What are you playing?
I'm activating Fairy Mastermind.
Oh yeah, I forgot it has that ability. I'll take a card.
You're welcome.
Draw a card. Hell yeah.
I'll play a Plains. You know what? I'll tap out. Why not?
It's the worst that could happen.
20-toed toad. I will give Bumbleflower 2 counters and You know what, Patty? Go ahead and draw a card.
Whee!
And can I tempt anyone with bunnies? I will draw a card and gain a 1/1 bunny. Then you guys may decide to take.
Well, you
a-
got Bumbleflower triggered first.
Well, obviously, I'm giving it to 20-toed Toad. And I'll draw 2 cards. And you draw another card, Patty, and I'll draw another card.
So he gets to make a
Like-
rabbit and draw a card, and then we each
And
can make a
then-
rabbit and draw a card, but every time that we do, he gets to do it as well. So if we all take it, he gets to draw 4, make 4 rabbits. We draw 1 and make a rabbit each. Yes. I will also not do so because we have, since Jimmy forgo the bunny.
No.
Wow, you guys.
You always gotta say no to the tempting offers. It's too busted to say yes.
I have always. But Patty, that's the token.
That's a pretty good token. I'll just steal it out of your graveyard, don't worry.
The token or my card?
Your card.
Oh,
I don't
Oh,
have a way to
okay.
steal it out of your graveyard. I'm an
I'll draw
artifact
another
deck.
card. And I'll pass. Archavaraska.
No city's blessing for you. Blessed. You a curse.
Can't believe no one took the bunnies.
I'm holding.
Better Skullbriar.
What are you doing?
Oof. Hold on. Cascade trigger.
Draw to play
Draw to play, and that's your best bet. So good luck. And
is
congrats
Z.
for
It
building a
looks like so.
cascade deck. I understand.
Looking so. Oh my god. So you've got
So
another
this
piece
is an
of
actual
removal.
cast, right?
Yeah, these are all cast. So if you want to interact with anything, it does, because it was the actually Oblivion Sower would come in, and then yeah, so Duplicate's gonna resolve first. So you get to get rid of something, and then you get to Sower, and then your Meteor Golem will come in. Yeah, it'll only keep the base power. So if you get rid of the Llanowar Elves with it, it'll be a 1/1, not a 10/10, not a 11/11.
All right.
Because it just reads what the card is as it is in exile.
Ooh. Why?
So it's exile.
That's
It would just be a 2/4.
okay. This is how it's gonna be. It's gonna be like that.
Draw to exile 4. Let's see, you got 3 lands. A mountain, an island, and a storm carved ghost. You wanna snag those? You should be able to view my exile and press K on them.
I'm just gonna tap this now. Flash in Slippery Bog Bonder. When it enters the battlefield, put a hexproof counter on target creature.
And move any number of creatures from that creature, from among creatures you control to that creature. You want to move some Skullbriar counters to it?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, it's crazy you actually hit something. 3 nonetheless. That's pretty lucky. Yeah, that's a 4/8.
I mean, I'll block. I mean, you attacking me, bro. You kill my toad, and then you try to
They
attack
see
me.
the synod.
I've been
Alright,
giving people
do I
time.
do the funny thing? Well, I've got this Rite of Replication I can kick. Do I want 5 sad robots for a bunch of lands, or do I want 5 fairy masterminds? I could get 5 meteor golems, or 5 oblivion sowers, and exile 20 cards of someone's deck for their land.
It's when it's cast, right?
When you cast the spell, yeah. So no, I wouldn't. It's an Eldrazi. Why am
Oh,
I
you can do a
surprised?
shit ton of duplicates.
Yeah, but those are bad.
Okay, with that's like an instant kill 5 things, though, right?
Exile 5 things.
Yeah.
Or Meteor
What?
Golem can blow up 5 things. They don't have to be creatures. But I could draw a million cards with 5 fairy mastermind.
You're right. You can. That would be very dangerous, though.
Yeah, I know. See, the thing was, when you had the 20-toed toad, I was really tempted to write a publication your 20-toed toad for 5 of them. And be like, oh, watch out. I think the removal's the smart play, and I just go and, like, eat all of your guys' boards. Like, if I go with 5 duplicates, I eat Gazula the Meteor Golem,
I mean, you
the
eat all
Llanowar
of Jimmy's
Elves.
board. Period.
Why would I need to eat Jimmy's board? Mike's hit me for 3. What else
It's an
do I have in my hand?
Eldrazi deck. You were literally being like, why would I eat Jimmy's against an Eldrazi deck?
Yeah,
Who's reached critical mana?
I mean, I could. And that's the best thing I got in my hand. So we're gonna be doing this. Because I don't have anything good to copy with Brutaclad, so there's no reason to getting him out yet. I could make 5 Zula dogs. It would do me nothing.
You
Probably,
could create
honestly.
5
I'm an
wingmen.
artifact deck. I could make 5 rabbits. That seems like the worst option. Because if I wanted to, I could pay 4 and copy one of the commanders, and then still have 5 mana up to cast a different spell in my hand.
Pat, obviously what you need is 5 evolution sages.
Oh, for all my proliferate. I'll proliferate my own commander damage. Yeah, definitely. Imagine if it was, though. Stuff like the sword that proliferates would be even more broken. I really don't have anything else that does anything in my hand. Not really, no. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the duplicate and make 5 of them.
What you exiling?
Let's see. Let's get rid of. Yes, we'll eat one. Actually,
I mean, 4 of them has like most of Jimmy's board is just the correct choices.
I think
for
the
duplicate
choices are
creatures.
Zuladork, Meteor Golem, Oblivion Sower, and Fairy Mastermind.
Why will you not let me draw cards?
Is that only 4?
Uh, duplicate, Oblivion Sower. You added duplicate in there, right?
I didn't add his duplicate in, no, but I probably should. It's between that or Evo Sage.
All right. Let me know when you're done taking actions, and then I'll get rid of Fairy Mastermind.
Nah, it's
Yo,
duplicate.
Evo Sage. We'll leave Mike's. We'll leave Jimmy's duplicate. So Evo Sage, Fairy Mastermind, Zuladork, Meteor Golem, Oblivion Sower. Actually, I'm just gonna mark them with what their power and toughness is, so I don't have to have as many cards. Because Meteor Golem's just a 3/3, right? And then Oblivion's a 5/8 or some weird number. Fairy Mastermind's a 2/1.
Yes.
And Evo Sage is a 3/2. Because I can't hit his elf and I can't hit the Bogminder of Mike's board. And then I'm gonna tap this to draw a card. That I've created a token. And now I gotta go to discard.
And now he gets to just make a duplicate every turn.
It doesn't do me any good, but I guess Sahili's duplicates would be good.
2 mana
but
exile target creature is not any good.
I was thinking with Brutaclad, I was like, they don't enter, they just turn into. It's not. I'm gonna discard this Academy Manufactor because I have no treasure creation, so I don't want that. Let's get this Temple of Epiphany.
Getting rid of a land, Patty?
Yeah, I have another one in hand. They both enter tapped, so I don't want either of them really, but I'm gonna hold on to one of them. And let's get rid of this Helm of the Host, because I don't want. I don't want to deal with this bigger. Wait a second.
Oh. This would have been so good, like, a few turns ago. Hardened scales. Oh, also, Skullbriar gets a +1. Hmm. Patty has a lot of creatures. Yeah.
I don't even need to block with like. I'll block with a bunny.
And it won't die. And Pat can just kill. Can just kill it. So
What? Your commander?
actually, for 2, when do I do the regenerate?
Before it died, like so, if you
Before
want
it
to
would be
be killed by
be
something,
killed.
Okay.
And you can, and the regenerate shield lasts the entire turn. It's regenerate's a dumb ability. Are you regenerating it?
Do I have to do it now or
No.
Okay. Okay.
What's really dumb is that you can activate regenerate in response to someone trying to respond to your regenerate, and the first activation of regenerate will just fizzle because it will gain the regen shield. Actually, it wouldn't, but
2 actually. So if I unequip ring,
it would still have the regenerate shield. Yes.
so 2 regenerate Skullbriar, I can pay 1, equip my ring to someone else, regenerate that, and they both have regenerate. Uh, Patty,
mm-hmm.
Pate.
13, 13, and a 6/6.
I'll block with a 2/1 and a 5/8.
Then last mana, re-equip.
What you do, Patty, is you play Brutaclad and activate Saheeli on Idol of Oblivion.
And turn everything to a bunch of Idol Oblivions to draw a
Yeah.
million cards.
Draw a bajillion cards. Yeah.
That's when the 20-toed toad would come in clutch.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
You're
blocking
not.
that with a 5/8. Got it.
Yep, blocking the 6/6 with a 5/8, so I don't lose anything for it.
That will be turn.
All right. Untap. Draw. Play an exotic orchard. heuristic study, giving the card to Mike because he's the only one who hasn't bullied me. Patty really doesn't bully me. I'm
Yay.
just upset about my fairy mastermind. And Court of Garingbrigg. Mike, you go ahead and draw another card, and I'll draw two.
Thank you.
Yep. And can't really attack into Patty, and I feel like he's gonna pop off on his turn, but I will attack into you, Jimmy.
Yeah,
With
I feel like
a-
it's gonna be a problem. Anyway.
I can't do anything against you. I'm a group hug deck. Patty?
He just thinks I have a new
But
problem.
I am swinging in for 6 at you, Jimmy. Yep, 6-10 vigilance. Good. And go to end step, draw a card, discard like 5 cards. We'll discard an arcane signet, a hedge maze, a Biza.
Kami got
Battle
kill
Anxious
character,
Fear,
Patty.
Whoa.
and
Hunter.
Some random idiot got it. I'll take the clue it is, but
Rejuvenating Spring, and I'll pass.
and you're not dead yet. Here's the all's dust, boys. Toby from Naruto.
Probably just recasting the commander.
The worst part is, all his dust would not hurt me that much, I don't think.
I would lose my enchantments and my creatures, and yeah, I don't lose that much. Like, I lose a lot, but I also. Do you pay the 1?
Is a heuristic study out?
Yeah. Okay.
Do you pay the 1 for that?
Do you pay the 1 for that?
All right, buddy.
You're Eldrazi. You are Eldrazi. What
Alrighty.
big colorless exists, Jimmy? Send me your deck list.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
because
9
your
whole
Oblivion Sower
mana.
would beg to differ.
9 mana, huh? What to do with 9 mana?
You don't actually have to send me your deck list. Yeah, neither do I. I play big mana decks. I know what's usually in them.
I'm gonna cast a big score.
Yeah.
I'm gonna discard
So my point stands.
this Whirler Rogue. I'll draw 2 and make 2 treasuries.
See, in my big mana decks, I try to avoid Eldrazi because they usually just make a bunch of feel bad situations.
A great furnace. 5, 6 whole mana.
Oh, did you pay the one for your big score?
No,
Pat?
I didn't. I'm gonna play a Curiosity Crafter. I have no max hand size, and whenever not a creature token I control does combat damage to a player, I draw a card.
Nice. You gotta make a
I'm
token copy of it?
Yeah, I'm gonna activate Healy and make a token copy of it.
Swing with it?
Go to combat and let's send. Mike's just got the 3/3 up.
You have flyers.
I'll have a flyer.
I mean, technically, if you played Brutaclad, you would have all flyers.
I can't play Brutaclad. No, man. But I will swing.
Did you pay the one for it? I didn't pay attention.
No, I didn't. We're just gonna bonk you, Dalton. 3 in the air.
Maze?
Oh yeah, you have Maze of Ith. Yeah, it happens. I'm gonna draw a card from Idol of Oblivion. And then this gets sacked to end a turn. Pass. His maze is down. Get him, Mike.
Remember who gave you cards, bro.
Play a land.
Remember who the problem is.
Oh,
It's
right.
always Dalton.
To
Whoever
just
Remember
go on
who made a bunch of duplicates and removed your sage.
Yeah, I removed Jimmy's board, not Mike's. Mike's is fine.
Didn't you kill his sage?
I killed his Evaluation Sage, yes, but he doesn't need it, so.
Yes, I do. I'd be like so far ahead right now. Uh, 2, 1, 2.
I was in a 2-1-2.
So Skullbriar and Llanowar Elves have regenerate. Attack Betty.
I opened the way and everything. Um, I'll block with my 3/2 and my solemn. She'll draw me a card.
Why double block?
He's swinging Skullbriar and the elf at me.
Oh, I thought the elf was untapped because of predatory hunger. I thought that was the card.
Right, you did swing both at me, right, Mike?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. But I could have been wrong.
No, I
Then
didn't think the elf was tapped. I thought he accidentally tapped predatory hunger in the ring.
not letting me do combat damage, Patty.
You're trying to kill me. Why would I let you kill me?
I'm just giving
See,
people
Dalton,
cards.
your maze was down. Didn't hit you because you gave me cards.
Correct. Plus, I could have blocked.
Well, I could too, and that's what happened. So I don't know.
Yeah, but
Well,
me
we're trying to
blocking
be on the high
Skullbriar
ground
could
here.
have killed it.
I could have also killed Skullbriar. Well, no, you couldn't because he put regenerate on it, so you wouldn't have been able to kill it. But
That's true.
That's what that 2/1/2 was about. That will be turn.
All right. Untap. Upkeep. Court of Garenbrig trigger. I'll put 2 counters on each because of hardened scales, and then I'll double the counters. Which then they would get an extra 1. Actually, would it give an extra 1 off of that too? Because it's all part of one effect resolution? I don't think so.
what are you talking about?
Hardened Scales and Court of Garenbrig, you get an extra 1 for distributing the counters because of Hardened Scales. Yes.
He is. That's part of the reason I wanted to swing at it.
So that first distribute 2/1/1 counters would happen. Hardened
It
Scales
would
would
get
see
replaced and get replaced, and then the
that.
double
And then the double
would
would
also
happen
get replaced.
after.
Yeah, they would both get replaced. They're both replacement. It's a replacement.
So it's +2, then double +1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! Bumbleflower can compete with my Llanowar elves.
No, Bumbleflower is probably just killing me this turn. So
I'm not killing anybody. If anything, I would attack Jimmy to get rid of Zuladoc.
double strike.
Mm.
No, you get to do nothing.
I have a 7/7 bunny. I'll be a little helpful to you guys. Kami of the Crescent Moon. Mike, draw a card.
Wonderful. Another land.
Path to Exile Zuladoc. But you can draw a card. Yes. Okay. I'm still resolving my ability real quick, so give me 1 second.
Neat.
That's basically a free counter spell.
Yeah. Yeah, you do have Cascade on that.
Did you pay the 1 for that? Okay. Oh, hey, look, a
Cascade.
counter spell.
Cityscape Leveler. No, like you don't get that because it's too high. You can't have that. It's too high. Cityscape Leveler is scary. That would be a good copy for me to take. The Spain stage. Oh, Sad Robot. What's your next one?
And these are cast, right?
Yeah.
They are cast. Oh,
Power Vault?
hold on.
Carry Vault?
Do not go into your cascades yet. You have to resolve Sad Robot's land search trigger first, so you have to shuffle. You're probably right.
Because I think you're still resolving the Cascade trigger. I think it's. But I don't mess with Cascade.
Oh god, that I don't like that. I don't like Perilous Vault.
Yeah, and he's gonna untap with that.
All right, hold on. Each instance of Cascade trigger resolves separately. The spell you cast due to first Cascade ability will go on the stack on top of the second Cascade ability, and then the spell will resolve.
Okay, so choose time to cast the spell Cascade. Cascade trigger goes on top of the stack of top of the original
So
spell.
it's
Cascade
not.
ability
So
resolve.
it's so Cascade itself is a singular trigger. So Cascade triggers Cascade trigger. The first
Resolve
one
one
resolves.
Cascade. Well, if it
The other
enters,
Cascade trigger is on the stack still. You cast Solemn Simulacrum. It resolves. That's how it's supposed to work, I think. I'm double checking because that was just tapped out for him, not a actual ruling.
I think you're right because send it into your deck and then find your basic. Find your basic, then shuffle if you haven't already. And now we Cascade again. I think you're right. There's no, Kami's big now.
Yeah, I played Yidris, so multiple Cascade triggers was something I had to deal with constantly.
Cause yeah, I don't. It's Cascade. Cascade isn't isn't a
It's not one
singular
ability.
trigger. It's not one ability. It puts it goes spell, Cascade trigger, Cascade trigger. You resolve the first Cascade trigger, which will cast the spell. You fully resolve that first Cascade, then resolve the second Cascade, and then fully resolve that. So any enters or anything affecting that, any other triggers that caused by that Cascade, and then the original spell will resolve.
Rulings for Zuladoc. Each instant of Cascade triggers and resolve separately. It's basically just exactly what Pat said.
Yep. I
Which
don't.
is
I
how
don't play
I
with Cascade that
believe
often.
it explained how it would work.
Yep.
Good job.
I haven't played with Cascade that much to really know the nuances of Cascade because I don't like Cascade as a mechanic. I think it's a cool mechanic.
I
It's just
love
really
Cascade.
broken, and they keep printing it on really broken cards that don't need
Correct.
it.
Yep.
How do you have an Eldrazi Scion?
Because this is warping well. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's a counter spell that is very restrictive. Counters a sorcery, but there's no sorceries on the stack. It can exile a creature with power 1 or toughness 1 or less. There's none in play, so it just makes a 1/1 instead.
Okay.
Wait,
And you cast the Warping Whale, so I draw another card, right?
it's stuff like Joda's the main one that really annoys me that he has Cascade, and it's like better Cascade because it can't whiff. The fact he's not on the game changer list as an annoying commander is the one that bothers me. When Noda and Eureka were on there, but not him.
All right.
Come on, get that out of you. And
Um,
Yuriko I kind of get, but
okay.
Yuriko's only. But the thing that annoys me about Yuriko being on there is that Derevi's not on there, and they're both annoying for the exact same reason. Of they are hard to
Jiminy.
interact with.
Did I say I was gonna kill someone?
What was that? Dalton?
I was just blasted land. Yeah. Yeah.
And it cycles.
What is a desert? Do you have a desert in the deck?
Probably. All I'm saying is Blast Landscape is not any worse than a waste. That's the thing. It's strict upgrade. It's strictly better. It's got cycling.
No. You're good.
Yeah, let's see those cascades.
You remember at the start of this when I said this had too many counter spells and I'm afraid of one? Yeah, it's one of those like I don't play control decks because they leave feel bad moments too. Do you are you paying the 1 for any of these? Oh, I need to discard down real quick too.
Yes, give me all the tokens. Actually,
Sure.
Oh, you gotta untap?
What's my win con that's not just smacking with a large bunny? You got rid of the other one, which was 20-toed toad.
Play a Talisman of Creativity. Go ahead and draw your card.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I need to draw an extra card on my draw step.
Yeah.
From the Kami of Crescent Moon. The moon haunts you. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 whole mana. Does that do anything?
So Zuladoc with Darksteel Monolith.
Yes,
Would
it
that
works.
trigger?
Uh huh.
Okay.
Because the mana value will still be 7, even though he's paying 0. If
Got it.
Zuladoc said if you paid 7 or more mana for it, then
Got it.
it would work that differently. Let's go 3. For 6, Brutaclad. I'll finally guess my commander.
We're about to see quite a few draw triggers here, I think.
Yeah, probably. I just don't know if I. This sucks. I have nothing good. I'm gonna play this land for turn.
You could just copy a duplicate, kill
I
something.
could just copy a duplicate and kill something. I don't think that helps me in any way, though.
I mean, you could get rid of my 13-17. You could get rid of the Llanowar elves. You could get rid of Zuladoc.
I can't touch Llanowar Elves. It has a hexproof.
Does it? Does that get
Hexproof
touched?
counter. Celebrity Bog Wonder gives a hexproof counter.
Oh,
Yeah, I
thought it was
can't
only
touch the elf.
proof until end of turn.
Well, trust me, if I could have gotten rid of it, I would have eaten the elf with one of my first duplicate triggers. Do I want to try drawing a bunch of cards to find something? By making a curiosity crafter and then hitting a bunch of times with it?
You could turn them all into idols of oblivion.
Yeah, I could do that, and it would draw me way less cards though than just making curiosity crafters and hitting.
This
Because
is
then
true, because
I
each
would have
curiosity-
6 curiosity crafters, 5 that hit, that are tokens that would draw me 30 cards. Where's my 20-toed toad
Well,
at?
you have treasure tokens, so that's 1, 2,
Oh yeah, I do have treasure tokens.
3,
Those would
4,
go away.
5, 6. You would have 7 total. You would have 8 curiosity crafting
I
triggers.
want to draw all the cards. Curiosity crafting.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna go to combat. I'm gonna make a 2/1 and then turn all my tokens into curiosity crafters. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 curiosity crafter tokens.
And 1 normal curiosity crafting.
Yeah.
It'll be 8 triggers, just 7 creatures.
Yeah.
Per creature.
Yeah. I'll draw 8 cards per creature. That hit. Now who do I bonk for 21?
Damn.
I'm gonna. Nobody has flying blockers, right? No, Jimmy has one.
No.
He has the Ornithopter. Because I'm like, I'll send 2 at everyone and 3 at Dalton because you'll maze one of them. And then everyone takes 6 and I get to draw a bunch of cards. But I
He
don't
has a
like.
blocker.
But he has a blocker.
2 at me, 2 at Dalton, 3 at Jimmy.
then I'm
Yeah,
only
but
taking
then
one because
Dalton
I maze one.
then he'll maze one, and I don't take it. Yeah, I'm gonna
Everything's
tap
not
out
in
and be
balance.
because I lost my treasure tokens anyway. I'm not gonna even worry about it. I'm gonna draw a card off idle. Actually, I'm in combat. Yeah, I can still
Are
draw off
you?
this.
Oh yeah, it's at start
Yeah,
of combat, isn't it?
start of combat. We're gonna pongify the ornithopter.
Ho!
3/3B. Hey. Yeah, you get your 8. And then we will swing 3 at Dalton, 2 at Mike, 2 at Jimmy. So I assume you're gonna maze
Take
one, Dalton.
6.
Well, I don't know. He might not because Mike's board's big, but and it's just an extra 3 damage. But it is 8 less cards if he mazes it, and he gets to keep Monarchy. Well, he doesn't. No matter what Jake get. So. You're gonna swords. You're gonna fucking. Am I getting settled?
Selfless Squire. I prevent all damage dealt to me this turn, and for every damage prevented, it gets a counter.
So that'd be 3.
9. It'll get 10 counters.
It would get 12.
It's 3 3/3s is 9 plus 1 is 10.
It's 3 separate triggers.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. I just meant 3 triggers of it.
Yeah. I forgot that I would lose my treasures. Otherwise, I would help. I might have changed my plan because I wanted to keep my treasure tokens to be able to hold up this counter spell that I drew. But it doesn't matter. All right. I guess I hit for Jimmy and them for 6, and I draw 4 times 8, 32 cards.
Wouldn't it only be the 3?
I hit you with 2
Yeah.
of them. I hit Jimmy with 2 of them. I draw 8 for each that hits.
Oh, right. 4 times 8. For some reason, I thought all of them hit. Anyway.
Then I get a look at my hand of cards and pass the turn because none of it matters. Pass.
That's a silly combo, and I hate it. I love it, but I hate it. Not as much as I hate Eldrazi decks.
Oh, right. I draw 2 cards.
There's one really good one. The problem is when you're forced into just colorless, you're kind of forced into Eldrazi. That's what I hate about playing color. Why I don't have a colorless commander deck built is because you're either forced into Eldrazi or just pure artifacts. And if I'm gonna play an artifact deck, I want color mana for it. I don't want to play colorless artifacts. Yeah. Yeah, if I was gonna do color, I want to do the 32 deck thing and have one of every color combination. Right now, I just look at the colorless commander list and I don't like any of them. If I was gonna do anything, I'd do the Karn from Aftermath, Aftermath that does the Blink Moth urn for yourself, and then his power is equal to the greatest mana value of mono artifacts you control. Power and toughness.
Generates Skullbriar. Equip to Llanowar. Regenerate Llanowar. Well, Pat can't actually do that attack again.
Why not?
You have 32 cards in your deck.
You don't think I'll kill myself?
So this is where we find out this is a Laboratory Maniac deck.
No, this is when you find out that I played my 20 Toad, and I'm gonna win the game next turn. I drop it, make a hasty artifact version, and swing and win the game.
Yeah, that'd be good.
It doesn't have 20 Toad in it, but it would be funny if it did.
I need trample.
Just know if you attack me, I probably won't block.
Did you draw your extra card because of Kami?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
It was another land. It was an arcane signet and a land, so go to combat. Attack petty.
All right.
The arcane signet. I don't pay Dalton.
Draw. That's a pretty good card.
Oh, Mizavith is actually up. Never mind.
Trouble in Pairs is one of those game changers, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm attack patty.
No blocked. I take 34 out of 3.
Damn. Why aren't you blocking, bro?
I'm dead before my 13. I got hit for 3 at once at the start, and that's it. I've chump blocked it every other time. That's the second. The reason is I'm out of this game, so I don't really care about staying in it long.
You just drew 32 cards. How are you out of this game?
Because no, the problem is it's all the cards that would have been helpful before I was dead to you on your next turn.
Who says I'm killing? Okay. So I'm not going to lie.
That'll be turn.
I did draw a pretty good card.
I'm pretty sure we all die here because he gets to. Well, 2 of us can die to his
Upkeep.
board
I will give.
because he gets to have a commander that is going to be lethal if it hits, and then Selfless Squire is going to be lethal if it's going to be very close to lethal if it hits, and he can give them flying.
So you don't double. He's not the monarch.
I am.
Yeah, he
He
is.
dealt no damage to me.
He fogged me.
Yeah.
He dealt nothing.
Right, yeah.
I had to take the monarchy to not die to him. Because when he gives his stuff flying, I can't block and stop him anymore.
All right, I Gonjo 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Are we dead?
Psych Rift. I'm waiting for a counterspell.
If I had mana, I would have had it, but again, I probably would have fogged your Selfless Square. Countered your Selfless Square if I had my mana. But
So that's game, right?
I think so.
his commander hits anyone, so he kills one of you 2 with the commander. He can
I just
swing.
have to hit Patty for 3, so the Kami would go at him.
Kami kills me, Bumbleflower kills somebody, and 2 go at the other person, and they're dead. Let's get on out of here.
Nah, that felt dirty. I hate using Psych Rift because it feels like such a cop out.
That's another game changer.
It's a game changer that deserves to be on the game changer list.
To be honest, there's not many on here I don't think need to be on here, and the ones that are the ones that are banned because of them being able to be commanders are the main ones that I think are.
But it's one of those things that it's just like, oh, okay, I drew Cyclone. It would feel different if it was like an upheaval or something like that, or any other board, right? But it's Psych Rift, and for some reason it feels that much worse.
It's because it's just so broken. It is the most efficient board wipe period.
I'm down to play another
I think
Yeah,
the only
wanted
board
to,
wipe that is can argue to be more efficient
am gonna
than
build a new deck real quick.
it is
7 turns before I got my first trample. Because I was waiting for a trample to be able to attack with Llanowar elves and then Solidarity of Heroes. So my Llanowar elves becomes like almost 50 counters.
That's not a Psycrift. That's just
it's even better than Psychic.
The thing is with Psycrift, if you don't win that turn, there's a chance of rebuilding your board.
You know, the reason Psychic feels so bad is because it's a one-sided board wipe. If it wasn't one-sided, and instant speed is why it's broken. Because like I think the only one that you could argue that's just as efficient is Farewell, because Farewell's one less mana and it exile, so it does the same thing of getting around hexproof and indestructible threats. But being that it's not an instant, so you can't just end step Farewell somebody, and it also hits your board. So unless you're playing like pure artifacts and you have no creatures in play and there's just a bunch of creatures you can board wipe, or if you're a creature only deck and they're all a bunch of artifacts, you can, or like you're playing against an enchantress and an artifact deck and you're a creature deck, you can just like blow them out by exiling some of their lands and stuff.
All right. Someone choose a number between 1 through 10.
9.
All right, I got click view more 9 times.
But I do think I am done with Magic.
Surprised Chris isn't up. All right. 9. Some of these names. I'm gonna immediately say no to that. All right. I'm gonna list off 5 decks. Bad SAO reference. Skittles. Good Boy. Pokemon, or one of Patty's favorite cards. I'm basing my clues off of the titles of the decks.
What's up? You guys say my name?
I did. I'm giving I'm giving clues to one of the 5 decks that I'll play based off of this random allotment.
Mhm.
And the clues that you have to choose from are bad SAO reference, Skittles,
Mm-hmm.
the Good Boys, Pokemon, or one of your favorite cards.
That doesn't help me at all, to be honest. Get old makes me think Skitherick. But is that all one deck, or is it 5 different decks?
5 different decks.
So Skittles is Skitherick.
And
Pokemon
you are
is
thinking way too hard about this, man. I'm purely basing these off of the title of the deck in Moxfield, not even the commander.
I don't have them included. I'm gonna lose either way. I don't matter.
I just have a bad feeling about. I'll grab it real.
I kind of want to know. Is it literally named Patrick one of Patrick's favorite cards, or is it? Are you talking like it's one of my favorite cards?
It's one of your favorite cards. That's one of the
So-
ones where the title of the deck had the commander in.
So it's a Yuriko, Nagila, or Muldrotha deck. Or Vraska. Could be Vraska, the silencer.
Actually, I gotta go look at what this other deck is. Oh, actually, I shouldn't do that. If I click back, I have to click 9 more later. But
I kind of tempted to make a what's her name? A Y'shtola control deck to try out.
oh yeah, the cards are in there, so we should probably try. And this is where Mike goes, "Oh wait," and then makes a cloud deck. Geez, 2,000. What's in this deck?
I want to know. Send it.
Send it. Sure.
Uh huh.
No, it's using fetches and original duel. No, it's not using original duel. It has all the fetches though. Patty, this is not the one of your favorite cards. I didn't realize card.
This is one of my favorite cards.
Yeah, I didn't realize you liked it. Oh, it's because it has Imperial Seal in it. That's half of the deck right there.
It was $2,000. Yeah. You know why it's $2,000? Dalton.
Why?
It's a CDH deck.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, this is a CDH list.
Oh, I'll get rid of it then.
Yeah. This is I'm pretty sure, the CDH list for.
There's like a couple of like
Here we
cards
go.
you just don't play. You really shouldn't play.
Like.
Mhm.
What?
I think the closest thing to unplayable in this so far is the ley line. Otherwise, pretty good.
But no, that was the bad SAO. The deck's title was Laughing Coffin Inc.
Yeah, you didn't look at the bracket 5. The Thump Commander bracket 5 primer. This deck has 32,000 views on it.
All right, let me get back to where I was in that list.
Oh, is it? It's $1,000 because of the version of Imperial Seal they have put on here. Because normal Imperial, the newest version of Imperial Seal is like $100. True.
There's Laughing Coffin Inc. Okay. Let me just. Oh no, this is 5-2. What is this? Did I accidentally choose a bunch of 5s? Patty.
Yeah.
Why is this a 5? It's a $7,000 deck.
No, it's Blood Pod.
Oh, Blood Pod?
Yeah. CDH strategy, Blood Pod,
Oh.
Tim
Oh yeah,
Natana.
there's Birthing Pod. I didn't realize that was the art. This one's called Butterfree.
Yeah. Tim Natana. I saw the Tim Natana. I went, yes.
You're the CEDH player. Okay, so
Uh-huh.
that leaves Pokemon and SAO are out.
My favorite card,
The Good
Good
Boys and
Guys.
Skittles.
Good Boys is a dog tribal. That's gonna be like Yoshimaru or some shit. Or like Mowu. Ren and Sari. Well, Ren and Sari only makes dogs if you cast cats.
See, I like this game because you guys are trying. I like hearing your guys' thought process. I should really host like dumb game shows, like
My favorite is
Boss Nom,
the Snom Boss.
the Snom Boss, and
You know,
Revaru.
you know what my favorite one is? Is it a metal band or is it a magic card?
Isn't that a tap concede or whatever they're
They're LR
loading ready run? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, that's your 3.
I want to know what my favorite cards is, so that's my vote. But Good Boys is probably fine. Do Good Boys,
Do Good Boys.
and then just tell me what my favorite card is.
It's a Muldrotha. It's called Muldrotha Gravetide Train.
Food Chain.
Value Train.
Okay, I thought you said Food Chain. I'm like Dalton again with the CDH list.
I don't think so. Hold on, I have to go look now. It's listed as a 4, so I don't think so, but I have to look now.
Food Chain's not a game changer.
4s and 5s don't. There's no difference between them outside of mentality.
It's deck building. If you're playing within meta, basically, the tournament meta is
It has
CDH.
survival of the fittest, but that's it. It doesn't have the food chain combo.
Yeah, CDH is designed for a specific competitive meta using only the most
Actually,
powerful
hold
and
on. It's a
efficient stuff.
6,000. It's a $6,700 deck.
Send it. I want to see this.
$6,700 deck. Here you go. It's got Altar of Dementia. It probably has one. I'm just Lion's Eye Diamond. Okay. No, this is CEDH. This has to be, right? Or is this someone's playing a shit ton of super there's a Gaia's Cradle in here?
I would say this is trying to be CDH,
But failing barely.
but Muldrotha is
Not
it's really unplayable CDH, but because the problem is Muldrotha doesn't do anything in CDH that much, to be honest. Like it can do a lot. The problem is like right now, if you're gonna be playing CDH, you want to be playing Galarb, the Sultai Frog from Bloomer. He's the Sultai commander right now. But he combos with like Doomsday and stuff. He's pretty cool. But Muldrotha is like very tier 3 because she's so expensive and doesn't have some of the things you're looking for on your commanders in CDH, which is they are the win con or they draw you cards. Is kind of what you want out of your commander in CDH these days.
It's only 3 of us, right?
Yeah. Mike's gonna be too busy playing Overwatch to play another one.
I doubt he's even gonna be playing Overwatch.
Ah, that was the joke. We know what he's going to be playing.
Honey Pop 2.
Destiny 2. I mentioned the Destiny game and he threw me in the other channel. I said the D word. I said the D word.
As soon as you said, "I know a game,"
That
it's
makes
like
sense for the good boys.
I focused in, and it's like,
It's a
say
lot
it,
less
Patty.
interesting than
Say
actual
it,
Doctor
Patty.
Who.
So
This hand is garbage. Goodbye. This hand is just as bad. Goodbye.
This is
Hopefully this deck has more than 2 lands in it. Alright, going 5. Alright, I'll keep this 5 and send.
You know what, man? I'm not gonna mulligan. I only have one land, but I'm gonna play with it.
Well, you know what my hand was? 1 land to 1 land to 1 land to 6 lands.
I even set this as an EDH game. Still set everyone to 20.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with it, but this hand is so bad. What does my commander do? Oh yeah, that's what, right? It's Team or Skullbriar, guys. Right, I'm excited to get the fucking necklace back out. You know what you need? You know what you needed? It was so wish Atraxa had red. So you could run Descent into Avernus, and you could proliferate the Descent counters. I
You could
love
probably
Descent
make
into
a
Avernus.
5-colored proliferate deck. I mean, I think proliferate is doesn't exist anywhere in red.
Not really, no.
Anywho, turn one. That was not a land. I'll play Surveil land, and then if this isn't scrap. Yeet to the yard. It's a good removal spell too.
The perfect way to deal with me, the Immortal.
You know, I should probably watch Doctor Who. There's a lot of fun moments whenever I see clips, but I also just don't have the time to go through all of that history. Even
You
just
just gotta
from
watch 9, 10, 11. You're
here's the
good.
thing.
Is it
I
8,
I, w-
9, 10? Or is it
I
9,
would
10,
want
11?
what's his name? The almost bald guy. Is that Eccles?
No. Is Eccleston the old guy? I thought Eccleston was the old guy. That's Capaldi. Capaldi's
That's
the old guy.
Capaldi.
I thought he was fine.
So the clips I've seen with him have been fun enough.
But you just gotta watch. Really, just watch Tenet's run
he
and
is
you'll get it
not
all.
the worst
Watch,
one.
watch Tenet and watch
All right. Yeah, no.
Matt
Tenet's the
Smith.
whole reason I want to watch Doctor Who. Tenet's one of my favorite actors of all
We
time.
should watch Party Doctor Who.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a land.
I would say Jodie Whittaker. To be fair, I haven't seen the newest Doctor. It's not that she herself was bad. It's just the writing itself was shit. Russell and Moffat wrote 0 episodes.
All right. Sylvan Library.
For Jodie Whittaker.
Yeah.
I'll pass. I have a dumb question because I don't remember what they did with the whole Daybound, Nightbound, and Legacy werewolf cards. They're separate still, right?
They're very separate.
They didn't just errata all of the old.
Nope. They made the announcement because when they made Daybound, Nightbound, everyone was like, "Are the old werewolves errata?" They said, "Not yet. We weren't sure if we wanted to." Depending on the feedback and everyone, depending on how people feel about Daybound, Nightbound, we'll see about errataing them or oracling them. And then everyone's like, "Just do it," and then they didn't, and now everyone hates Daybound, Nightbound, and so they won't ever do it because Daybound, Nightbound is one of the most hated mechanics in the game.
Didn't I pass? Didn't it move on? Is it
It's
back to
your
me
turn.
already?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Dude, I
Jimmy,
kept a 5-land hand and a 4-land hand and an arcane signal. I don't
Dropped.
want to hear it.
Dropped
I'm a
like,
huge fan of Doctor Who. So
I used to be. I need to go back. I haven't watched it in such a long time, but I was gonna say
I technically own it, but Amazon is like, haha, you bought those like 10 years ago, so
Send
now,
to-
so no, you don't actually own them anymore.
Send
Yeah.
to desktop. Yavimaya Cradle of Filth.
I've been meaning to, but I haven't been able to find a place to watch them without paying like $3 an episode, and I refuse to pay $3 an episode for anything ever. I will not pay that amount of money.
Yeah, I know for a fact that I have the first 6 seasons on Amazon Prime. But it's like, no, you don't.
Lambert Element. Pass. I did. I didn't keep any. Honestly, before drawing, I should just scry 3. Fairway.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
All right.
But no, I've been meaning to go back and watch
Wow.
Eccleston, Tennant, and Smith seasons, but just haven't done it.
All right, draw. I've got to put this on a video. I can set up a video.
I
And
will
the little I
say,
watched, I thought he did an okay job, but I got really tired of the his personality just being grumpy old man for the most part of the first part of his series.
And then move this to top.
I will say the last season of Capaldi wasn't great.
Untap.
Yeah,
Blade.
yeah. Christopher Eccleston walked into some big shoes. And no one really knew how much the Doctor Who would be revived.
Torval.
So I think for what he was given, Eccleston did a good job.
Daybound, Nightbound is in effect. Attack Patty for 4.
Tennant
Draw 2 cards.
Tennant was literally training most of his life to be the Doctor, so it's no surprise as to why he's so good and so beloved. Apparently Capaldi was a
Wait, uncivil unrest. My non-token creatures have a riot, and
I
then
can
whenever a creature I control with
see
one
that.
encounter deals damage to a permanent or player, it deals double.
While I don't
Pass.
personally agree with that, I can see it.
You gotta combine that with the Gruul.
David Tennant's still
creatures
your
get
second, though, right?
Rhythm of the Wild.
Okay.
Yeah, Rhythm of the Wild.
Yeah.
Do I have to make a confession about Doctor Who?
You've never watched it?
No, I have a lot.
Okay.
I was just gonna say I didn't know that. I thought Tennant and Smith were the same person until I was 16, 17.
That's
I didn't know
pretty
they
funny.
changed actors. But I knew Eccleston because he was the more bald one, and then I thought it was just Tennant from then until the old guy, until I was about 17. And someone who went, "What about Smith? Matt Smith?" I'm like, "Who the hell's Matt Smith?" I don't know actors' names. Oh hell
Pat?
yeah!
Hey, Pat.
Nice.
Yeah.
How old are you?
20. What year is it? 25. I'm 24.
Okay, so I wouldn't have been down here, so it would not have been me.
I will. Oh, hold on.
Because
lost
I
my
definitely would
spot.
have been like, I definitely would have caught you on that, called you out.
Yeah, it was Naomi and Charles from the shop that were like, "The fuck you talking about?" And I'm like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, I only watched 2 series of the Doctor. I watched the bald guy, and then I watched Tenet. I quit watching right after the old guy took over, and they're like, "Did you not watch Matt Smith?" I'm like, "Who the hell's Matt Smith?" And they pulled up a picture of him, and I went like, "Wait, that's not the same guy as Tenet, and that's not Tenet." They had to pull up a picture of both of them side by side for me to notice that they weren't the same person.
Oh my god.
I, I don't.
Did
I
you just not pay
couldn't tell you what.
attention when the Doctor regenerated?
Yeah, I just thought they regenerated into the same guy.
Okay.
I know, but that doesn't mean I was that. I was like 10 at the time. I was like 10 at the time. You think I had that much cognitive memory about Doctor Who that I hadn't watched in
Yes.
fucking 7 years?
Yes.
Fucking bold, bro. All right, how dead are we, Dalton?
Not.
What, turn 5?
Played Domri. +1 Domri.
You're gonna have access to blue, green.
Oh, I didn't realize there was a storage counter on it.
You did it the first turn it came out.
Anywho, hmm. Huh. Hmm. I'll cast Reckless Stormseeker. I'll give it +1/+0, and we'll have 5 go at Jimmy. We'll have 9 go at Jimmy, and we'll have 4 go at you, Patty. And then I draw 4 cards.
Yep.
And then I have to discard 3.
Oh, spooky.
And then I will discard Boseiju. And then Silver will flip back on your upkeep.
Opal Palace. I'm gonna cast Meet the Immortal, paying through Opal Palace to give it a counter.
Me.
And then Riot, I'm gonna give it a counter. I'm gonna go to combat. I'm gonna get to choose between a 1/1 counter, first strike, vigilance, or menace. I want to give it first strike.
That's a very good counter.
And
Hmm.
I'll pass the turn and get ready for it to get fought and killed. So
Oh shit, I can do that.
yeah, because Domri. Maybe I should have given it haste and killed Domri. But then I just take so much damage next turn, so at least this forces you to kill one of your guys.
Do I have to kill? Because they
Well, my
flip
thing
on
will
my
do.
upkeep, right?
Yeah, but me the Immortal will do 10 damage to the fight.
It has double strike.
It has a counter on it, so it deals double damage due to
Oh,
uncivil unrest.
yeah, that's fair.
So it'll at least eat whatever you choose to fight with it. So
It
and you
probably,
and
I'd probably throw
and
Lambout Elder under the bus
yeah,
because I don't need it that much anymore.
yeah.
Double spelling is one of the most powerful things you can do in the game, but fixing your mana is also very important. Yeah. I mean, but you proliferate though.
It ramps you really. Is what...
Very nice.
Oh hell yeah! I've seen this
Pretty
card in
good.
ages. I've only seen this card used in affinity decks as another 0-mana artifact. Proliferate.
I mean, that's not
Hey,
useless proliferation.
you want to proliferate me? No, Atrax is so busted. I didn't think so. It would make your Atraxa no longer useless proliferate.
All right. Untap, upkeep,
Transform all
transform
your
everything.
wolves.
Oh, I can't just group transform? Boo.
No.
Ooh.
Does Tovolar.
Because Tovolar has a
Yeah.
clause that literally
If
says
on
it.
your upkeep, if you have 3 or more werewolves, you turn it to night and then transform any number of human werewolves into werewolves. So Tovolar lets you flip old werewolves because they don't have
Tovolar
to
is
be on
literally
Nightbound.
the only good werewolf commander because of
Yeah,
that.
because Ulrich is so bad.
And Hugh, scry 3 for Sylvan.
Yeah, and then he also draws
Grey.
cards and has Kessig Wolf run on him on the backside, and he's got a lot of things going for him that are really
Oh.
good.
Hmm.
We dead? Because it sounds like it.
Maybe? I'm not entirely sure right yet. It's a sorcery, so I can't. Mhm.
But no, Me the Immortal is a card that I've considered building because I own one, and she's really cool. It's Teamer Skullbriar. It's pretty cool. I don't remember her story very well because again, I didn't. Yeah, I was like, I know I've seen
Who's?
clips of it, but
I will lose you for.
me, the
Oh,
Immortal. She's
the
a red,
shielder.
green, blue version of the commander that you just played, Mike, where she keeps the counters even if she goes anywhere else.
Hmm.
But on
The
combat on your
shielder is
turn,
her
she gets a counter.
original name.
Play
First
land.
strike, vigilance, or menace. And you can play her from the graveyard by discarding cards.
What? A shielder. Yeah.
Why doesn't that say this costs 2 less for each werewolf you control? So bad.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Mr. I have the most mana in the game is complaining that his spell isn't twice as good because it only reduces by 1 for each werewolf instead of 2. The fuck out of here.
If you control a wolf or werewolf, that's it. That's my problem with it.
Get the hell out of here.
Immerwolf?
Oh, that card's busted, yeah. Yeah. His werewolves never flip now.
No, here's the problem. That's not the card I was talking about. I'm gonna.
Card's really Immerwolf's one of the best cards in your deck, though.
It is. You are not wrong. Triumph of the Hordes?
Alright, yeah, that's probably game.
I don't think it's game because I don't think I can kill both of you.
Let's see. You've got
They all get +3, +2. +1/+0 from Domri, +1/+1 from Immer,
yeah,
+1/+1 from Triumph of the Horde. So they all get +3, +2.
except Immerwolf. But yes,
And,
who's only getting
yeah,
+2, +1.
+2, +1, but I'm giving it the +2 plus from
Yeah.
Storm Charge Slasher. So I have a 6/6, a. They also gain trample, don't they? They do.
Yeah. You have a 6/6, a 7/7, a 7/6, and a 6/5. 6. Yeah. No, wait. 6/4. 6/3.
I
6/3.
can't kill both of you just based off of toughness.
Well, if you swing everything, you can
At one.
kill.
I can kill one of you, Gary.
Yeah.
Patty.
You're killing me?
Yeah. It's the better choice because I don't think Jimmy's deck can outscale werewolves without killing everything.
Hey, Jimmy, what thing do you think's the most important on his board?
Storm Charge Slasher or Immerwolf. Those are the two best ones.
That's my guess, yeah. Okay, kill Storm Charge and die.
Okay, I will draw 3 cards.
4 cards.
No, because you kill it with first strike before.
Well, yeah, but Silver Pelt draws a card. Tovolar draws one for Silver Pelt, Tovolar,
You're
and
right.
Immerwolf.
You're
That's
right.
4 cards. Yeah, I had a Deep Glow Skate and a Forgotten Ancient because, again, I started this game with 4 lands and an Arcane Signet in hand, and then I kept drawing lands for the entire game. There, that would have been good next turn. Rich Guy's Expertise. But yeah, I'll just set myself to skip.
Yeah, Triumph of the Hordes is a busted card.
Very good.
Pass, everything flips back.
God, it didn't actually skip me past the turn. I don't know what's up with untap. Like setting yourself to skip, it just like doesn't work. Why is your stuff flipped, Dalton?
I cast 2 spells on my. Oh,
It
you're
doesn't
right.
matter. Emerwolf does not care. It'll still be day bound, and new ones you play will enter as dayside, but until it turns to your turn, you turn it back. Well, actually, he doesn't turn it into night because
Yeah, he doesn't have the text.
he doesn't have that text.
I don't play werewolves very often. They're a tribe that I would love to play, but they've never been good.
Unfortunately, they've never been good. I think they're right now is their strongest position just
Like-
because
Huntmaster of the Fells is probably hands down my first and most favorite Magic the Gathering.
they did get to really good buffs in the most recent with Midnight Hunt because Tovolar was really good. Tovolar's Huntmaster, the Grave Titan for wolves, is really good.
The problem is,
Averbrook Caretaker's busted as hell.
every werewolf deck is basically the same because you're playing the
same
or
35 creatures.
Yeah. It's not like Merfolk, Elf, Zombie, because werewolves only exist on one plane, and we visited it 3 times,
and one of the times we had a whole set on there without any werewolves.
Yep. You want to know?
Want to know?
You want to know a creature group and mechanic I wish they brought back? It was Soul Bond and the Wolfear. The Wolfear were such a cool idea. It was such a good resolution to the werewolf curse at the time. Upkeep, it becomes night again. I'll just get this to hand, I suppose. I'll play Castle Garenbrig. Rawr.
I forgot the hatchery is a snake for each charge counter, not an XX snake where X is the charge counters. That's a much better card. Much better card than I was thinking.
Goes off the turf for us.
Yeah. But like, so does like everything.
Not wrong.
Much like Triumph of the Hordes and Crater Hoof. It's just one of those that just kind of wins the game with anything that you use it on. What's even in this deck?
Outland Liberator.
No, my deck. I don't even know what's in the deck because I just clicked copy and paste and then I died before seeing any of it. So. Yeah, no. I don't.
It makes
The only card it makes Infect unplayable outside Triumph of the Hordes, but the thing is, at that point you just start taking Triumph of the Hordes out of your decks and you just start putting Crater Hoof in, and this nothing changes. The reason I don't think Triumph is that like Infect is that big of a deal is because the best version of killing people with Infect in Commander is the same thing as a Crater Hoof Behemoth, and 90% of the time that someone hits you with that, you die anyway, even without the Infect. But I built my friend an Atraxa Infect deck. It's not that scary. The problem with most with Atraxa is probably the best Infect deck because it's yeah, you can proliferate and there's a lot of good proliferate stuff nowadays. The main thing is that's the slower burn that gives you a chance to deal with the Infect player. And usually Atraxa, since she's going to be doing it to everyone at once, you will have an allied group of the 3 players targeting the Atraxa Infect down. And most of the time you're able to bully them into the ground and they can't win. Or you play something like Saskia Infect, where you have all the pump spells and you kill one person really quickly, but then you're out of gas to deal with anyone else, and then you lose.
Okay.
I'm an infect player. I played infect all the time. It's one of my favorite mechanics. I don't think it's very strong in Commander. There are scenarios. There are scenarios where it's really busted, but I think like Triumph of the Hordes is the main thing that people die to in Infect, and it makes people mad because they die slightly earlier than they would anyway. But it's also like that Triumph of the Hordes could have just been a natural order into Crater Hoof and kill you, but I'm running Triumph Horde instead of natural order.
I'll attack with these guys. So that's gonna be
I would be alive, but I would also probably not. I actually don't think I would be alive.
none of them
Not in
have
a spot that
direct.
mattered.
They're all getting buffed by +2/+1 at the very least. Emmerwolf isn't getting it. Emmerwolf is only getting. It is only getting +1/+0, so you can kill it with a track to live. You're just taking it. Okay. So that's 4-5 from Gyre each bandit. I will go ahead and give Silver Pelt Werewolf Trample.
Dalton, is it actually night, or did you just read?
It is actually night.
Then your Outland Liberator needs to be on Nightbound.
Oh shit, you're right. Hold on. This may change my play. Nah, it doesn't change my play very much. It is currently getting. So you're taking a total of 10. And I will draw.
Timberwolf dies.
Timberwolf dies, which is fine with me. I draw 2 cards, 3 cards because Silver Pelt.
Yes.
Okay. Kill it.
Yeah, Outland Liberator. Pay 1, sack,
Yep.
destroy our artifact or enchantment. And he's good.
It exiles
removal.
target permanents.
Yeah, exile's a permanent, and its controller draws cards, so you can be using its removal on his stuff.
And then
Because he clearly doesn't need cards, so
I'll discard
removing his stuff for cards is much worse for him.
Lore and Cultivate. And I'll pass. And it is still night.
But no, the problem is that if you make infect 20, you see less normal infect decks, and just Triumph of the Hordes becomes the only time you see infect, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing, but I haven't seen infect in a long time, to be honest. It was really popular for a while right after they dropped that infect precon, the toxic one, Xhel, but haven't seen it much since. You don't see infect that often. It's kind of like mill. You don't run into it that often, but it's annoying when you do.
Okay.
Hell yeah. It's vigilance, so you can block and you can block with her and attack. I was like, she's free. It's the freest attack.
All right, so it becomes day at start of turn, right? Or is it
Yes,
still an upkeep trigger?
it's an up. It's at this. It says it on there.
Not on the
No, it
night
doesn't.
side. It doesn't say it on the day side either.
It's at the start of the next turn. I
All
think
right,
it's during the
so
upkeep.
if it's at start of next turn, then it happens before, right? Because untap is when you start gaining
I'm
priority.
looking it up.
I think it should be upkeep, but if it's not upkeep, it's just going to be night again.
Yeah, it looks like it's at the start of turn, like with untap step.
Damn. All right, so everything flips back over. Okay.
Yeah, as a second part of the untap step, the game checks at the previous turn to see if the game's day-night designation should change. So it happens during your untap step.
Oh,
That's why Shovel are so good. It's because if you can keep 3 werewolves in play, you never have to worry about starting your turn without nightbound ones, and the nightbound side's always better. I think the only werewolf that wants to keep flipping back and forth is Huntmaster of the Fells.
I just love Huntmaster of the Fails.
It is one of the coolest werewolves.
Okay. I'll keep one of these and lose. Send a hand. Send a hand. I'll play Cavern of Souls, not like you were gonna counter anything. I'm naming where. How do I wanna do this? There we go. Shadow in the Warp. Tovalar's Huntmaster enters flipped. Right, yeah. And I'll get 2 werewolves. Or wolves. There's 2 of them. This enters transformed. And all right, I'll pass. See the
I've set
correct.
myself to skip like 7 times. It still doesn't skip me.
Yeah, it's being weird for sure. It is day. Okay. See, my issue right now isn't actually dealing with like snakes. It's finding another win con. I probably should have held on to Triumph of the Horde for one. No. As long as
He's a
he is
declared attack.
declared as an attacker, he has indestructible.
Yep.
Um, Agent Frank's broken. The problem is he's a Beyond Universe card. I'll go ahead and yeet Scorned Villager into death here. I don't need that 2 mana. He does?
Yes, he
He died.
does.
Well, I guess I'll just take it then. Really wish Tovalar's Huntmaster triggered on flip. Whenever enters flips or attacks would be great. Not for my current situation. It'd just be great. All right, I need a win con this turn, I believe. Let me just see if there's anything. This is a green-red deck. Of course it's an attacking.
He's looking for his Greater Hoof, but werewolf. Crater Wolf.
Tonight. Is there a... I have one, maybe two outs here. So it's possible. Not great, though. All right. Scry 3. Huh. That doesn't say each creature, so that's just bad for me. If creature I play this turn is reduced by 2, huh? I guess I'll lose 4. Did you cast a non-creature spell during your turn at any point? You took 2 from that. You didn't play Paradox Zone? Okay. Play land for turn. Actually, I'm gonna play land for turn. That can stay in here for a second. I'll escape into the wilds. Exile the top 5 cards of my deck. Doesn't do me much here. Yeah, this deck doesn't actually need that much ramp, but I'll play Rootbound Crag and Cad Crown Pathway. +3 +1 +0. +1 for red. Give Silver Pelt Werewolf trample for the turn. And full flunge. Silver Pelt does right now. My land does not give trample. Oh, Tovalar gives trample. I activated him. Okay. Oh, this has vigilance. And I make 2 more wolves. These are untapped wolves. It is not big enough to kill that. It's getting +1 +0. But 2, 4, 5. I will activate Tovalar twice, giving himself and Tovalar's pack leader trample. And I'll give Tovalar an extra +1 from it. So that's going to be 5, 13 damage. That was wrong tap there. My bad. Oh, look at that. All right. Well, I didn't get the answer, so that's game. Yeah. Werewolves do not have a good win rate at all. But how far away was I from the card I need? I was 4 away. It was just a card to keep me when we got turn. Okay. That your next draw means nothing to me because I so here's the thing. I was searching for Blasphemous Act after that attack. So you having Carnifex Demon out and Atraxa out was not gonna bother me. Had nothing. I didn't have any creatures to kill if I so you having Atraxa and Carnifex wasn't gonna. But no, the play definitely was to hold on. Got blinded by potentially being able to kill people. But it's one of those things like having you guys help me with math and then figuring out, oh, I can't kill you. Well, you guys know I have Triumph of the Horde, so you're gonna play around it.
I was gonna play a land he cast a Forgotten Ancient, and that's all I could do.
Do we want to play a different game? I can probably do one more.
I mean, if people want to do it on that, I can. Otherwise, that doesn't really bother me. That's fair.
Yeah. That Escape into the Wilds need to a great train heist. Which is a spree card that gets me, that would have given me an extra combat plus all my creatures getting +1 first strike at instant speed.